Hi there. So it's after midnight for me, and I'm almost done with all my work, but I will have another session coming up in a few. And while I have those few minutes free, I still want to make a video. So recently I've made a subject about reincarnation trap, and I think another thing that's important to touch on is why do beings incarnate here on Earth in the first place, knowing how messed up it is? Or, just us, we know how messed up it is. Other beings they might not. Anyway, first, what are your thoughts? Why do people incarnate here on Earth? What are your thoughts? Like, why are you here? I'm interested in that. And I feel there are lots of takes. There's no one right answer for why all the beings are here. There are tons of reasons. So to touch them all, I probably won't, but I will just share a few of them. Okay, maybe this, maybe that. So straight to the point, right? Okay. So main one, I think, it comes in the subject of reincarnation being the trap, or the Earth being the prison planet, or Earth school. Which one is it, huh? So I think a lot of beings who see Earth, they actually see a great opportunity of learning, doing something better. Like they haven't tried specific things out there in multiverse, because Earth is a bit different. Earth is more intense. Earth limits you. You lose your abilities. You lose your memory. You lose everything, and it becomes a great challenge for beings like us. Beings like us who lived for billions of years, had millions of lives, we did everything. We were trees, we were birds, we were good guys, we were bad guys, we were probably reptilians, we were probably entities, we were probably something in all the way. So with us incarnating again and again in other places, trying out all kinds of things, because you can spend thousands of years as one being, and eventually you get bored of being a bus or a watermelon or a car or something. You get bored of that old life, and you're like, hey, what if I do this and I do that? And you keep doing that for trillions of years, or as long as you exist. And you keep doing that, and now you are looking for something else, for something more challenging, for something more interesting, for something new that you haven't experienced. You can fly, you can teleport, maybe in some worlds you couldn't, but it wasn't that bad, and you can always get out, you can always change, you can always do something. And here on Earth, not so much. If you enter here, there is no going out easy way. We have this sort of fear of suicide. We want to okay, I'm done, life sucks, I'm out. No, we have fear all of a sudden, and we have this knife, and I'm afraid, and we stop ourselves, and we just cannot end ourselves for some reason. There's this huge fear stopping people from suicides and different things, and partly I'm glad, I don't want people committing suicides, because it's not ethical and stuff, but at the same time, there are better ways to off yourself, as in get out of body and never come back, if it was possible and easy. It's not as easy as committing suicide, though, I believe. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I just went too far. But, yeah, on Earth, we lose all of our abilities. We cannot fly, we cannot teleport, we cannot manifest things easily enough, because out there you just have a thought of anything you want to create, and it's there. It manifests so easily. Over here, it takes years and years and years of putting it together. Maybe you're special like Joe Dispenza, maybe you figured it out, and now you can use your abilities, get in the zone, and finally manifest something. Maybe you can cure your cancer or something with the way Joe Dispenza is doing, and that would be great. But not everyone is like that. People are being suppressed, people are living lives where they don't have enough money, and money system and everything else limits us in a big way. So people, we have all these abilities out there, we come here on Earth thinking it's going to be a great challenge because, okay, what would it be like if I lost all my abilities, I lost all my memory, and let's see if I can make it out and get my memory back and see if I can become even better being. So we see a challenge, we want to try it out. Cool, sounds good, sounds interesting, sounds fun. We incarnate, and all of a sudden we get really involved with life. School, kindergarten, relationships, universities, work, your job, and now for 50 years you're working to pay off your roof. You're trying to maintain your family and relationships and stuff like that, and all of a sudden for 80 years you did nothing. Most people are living like that. They're not involved in anything. They live in poverty levels. They have regret. They have all kinds of things going on. It's easy for me to talk. Oh, you're a girl. You're young. You have so much going on. Yeah, right. I can get out of body, which is why it's nice for me, but so many of us are limited in lots of ways. And, how can this be a school if you are challenged and then you lose everything and you start reincarnating again and again and again, never realizing that there's so much more out there that you've learned all your lessons. Maybe you've learned a lot, but you have to reincarnate again because you've made a mistake and you didn't help old lady to cross the road. Or maybe there was a war going on, we have a Holocaust, and you didn't help one person, so now you have to reincarnate and be in that suffering again just to get that mistake out of the way. Really? Do you have to suffer to get better? Fuck that. It's not right for people to experience so much pain and so much suffering. How can that be a great lesson? Of course, I understand that having all of my downsides or all the negative things I experienced in life got me to this place and I got to grow as a person. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, all the probably physical abuse and sexual abuse and other stuff I had experiencing, being a different person, feeling like an alien, all kinds of things makes me feel like, okay, all this stuff, negative stuff that happened in my life makes me special because now I have more understanding. But that's for me, it's just 22 years of my experience. Other people had 80 years of that suffering. People were in war, they were literally killing someone. And to repeat that again, in another lifetime, again and again and again, without ever really realizing what you did? I don't know. So this whole, reasons why we come here, it seems like it's a fun game to play. It's interesting. It's hey, it's engaging. I want to do this and that, and people get involved, but then they never really get out, or they get trapped in this game where the physical body dies, they get out, but there's the white light, there's archons, there are all kinds of beings out there waiting for us to get us back into this trap and keep us in this reincarnational loop. And we're just a cow, we're little cows, we as humans control cows, and those out there controls humans. How easy is that? We think that animals are stupid because we are so freaking egoistical and thinking we're the most intelligent beings there is. No, we are the dumbest nation and the race in the multiverse, really. So, keeping that in mind, this is one reason why we come here. It's a nice challenge. Another reason why people come here is that, okay, there are beings who you've met in your other lives out there. You've met them in the past, you've had some relationships with them, maybe they're your friends, maybe they're your partners, as in in the military or something like that. Whatever you did out there in the multiverse, then some of your friends or whoever you have in your relationships came over here on Earth and got stuck. And we as wonderful kind beings were okay, I'm gonna be there and help them out. And you come over to help them out and get trapped again. Or get trapped just like they did. And you lose your memory. Why did you come here in the first place? You don't remember. Who are you supposed to help who are you supposed to help? You don't remember. What are you supposed to do? You don't remember. How is that helping others? Seemed like a great idea when you were there. Not so much now. And all of a sudden, all of us feel this sort of, I have a passion, I have a purpose, I have so much to do, I feel like this is the biggest thing. Yeah, it's also a thing that keeps us trapped. Sure. I'm not saying that passion and purpose is a bad thing. Having it in life helps, but at the same time, some of it can be fake. We feel like we are the saviors, we have to help everyone, and I like that. I like helping other people, but I keep in mind that I cannot help everyone. I cannot save everyone, I can only help a few people, and by help, share some information, share my experience, give the love, give the attention, give the time, and this is the only thing that I can do. This is everything I can do here. Nothing else. I cannot take them out and pull them out and all of a sudden they're free. No, they can be they can have limiting beliefs and they might not want to come with me if I pull them out of body. Everyone's different. So all of us come here and most of us probably have sort of purpose, we're meant to do so much. And what is it specifically? What is it that you have to do? Because if you feel like you have to save everyone and be the biggest person in the multiverse, cool. But be clear, and a lot of us get a sort of fake idea, you have this fake purpose and stuff. That might happen. I'm not saying this is for everyone, because you might have a great idea of how you can help humanity, maybe buying out a lot of land with trees and mountains and some rivers, and just building a facility, this is sort of my dream, where people can learn to get out of body, where they can get better, spiritually and in the physical body, and all kinds of things that would help people. That would be awesome. But there are billionaires who give out all their money to people. 5 billion or whatever, they give out everything. Has it helped? I don't think so, because those people who got the money, sure, they were happy for some time. They got some money, they paid off some loans, maybe they got to buy some more drugs, maybe they got to buy more chips, and now they're loaded, but it wasn't a specific purpose, it was just giving money to everyone. Cool, that helped in that material world, but in the spiritual way, what did they learn? What did they accomplish? What was going on better for humanity? That's not a thing. And I might be completely wrong. I might be completely wrong about everything. Like, it's just my subjective opinion. But some of us come here on planet Earth thinking that we're gonna help, and we forget what we came for, who are specifically helping, and we get trapped. And that's also a thing. If you think that you're helping the whole humanity, great. But you also might have a target to help a specific person that you forgot and that you don't know where he or she is. There might be another, like, country, they might be your family. Like, who knows? And at the same time, as we are here on Earth, we feel responsible for those we love or care for or care about. Our relatives, our parents, our loved ones. Like, you have a relationship with them, so you don't want them to be trapped. It's another thing that keeps you here, which is not good. Like, it's the biggest thing that keeps me here. I can get out and I can just, like, stop being from here. But specific people that I really love and care for, and while they're here, like, suffering, I want to help them out and, like, make their life better. But this is the thing that keeps me stuck. And I admit that. Like, I know this is my fact why I can't get out fully. Like, or I can get out, but I always keep coming back because of those reasons. Like, it also, like, keeps me here for that very reason. So, that being said, we come here because we have a challenge. We come here because we want to help someone. We come here because we were made to come here. As in, you're traveling the multiverse, you're doing something, and there are entities using some kind of technology and just freezing your soul and or your consciousness and putting you in here, making you inherit, like, get this body and, like, put that in their vessel, and, like, now you're trapped in here. You were coming here against your own will. You didn't know about that, no one told you anything, and now you're trapped. So there are beings who come here against their own will, and there's quite a lot of us who were just, like, basically abused there. They got mind wiped, they got, like, something happened in there in the multiverse, and, like, oh, these archons, like, why are you so powerful and all this stuff. Like, sure, we have the power, so we can mess with them, we can remove them with our thoughts and stuff, unlock them, it's pretty simple. But let's not forget the fact that they also lived for billions of years, and they have their own technology, and they have their own ways, and they've been studying humanity for quite a while now, and they know how to mess with us. They know when we, like, go out and, like, and, okay, just to be clear, Archon's been studying not just humanity, but, like, us beings, like souls and consciousness and all kinds of beings out there. They know about us, okay? They know about us a lot. And, like, over here on Earth, we have all these entities literally around us and inside us and, like, just tracking us every single day, 24/7, 36/5. Tracking our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, our intentions, everything. So, if they track that, they get an AI that literally reports everything. They have all this tracking system. Okay, this being is traveling there, let's target them. So they know about us a lot. They have entities that can cloak themselves and get invisible. So you can be traveling in the multiverse and there's an entity out there, and if you don't think about it, you will not perceive it. Because they have the cloaking systems, they have all these suppression things, and they're following you, tracking what are you going to do. And when you lose your guard, they can literally grab you, freeze your soul, or do something with you, and put you in there. So this is another way how some people can come here on Earth. And there's, like, lots of ways, and I think, like, some people, like, okay, Earth would be an interesting thing to try. I haven't tried out Earth, so yeah, sure. And we make an agreement, like, on Incarnation, we have agreements of why we want to come here. We make agreements as in we want to get better, we have to learn something, we have to, like, complete our passion or purpose, or like, whatever your soul contract thing can be. And we come here having that agreement. This is another thing why we might feel that huge purpose or passion that might not necessarily be yours for real. Like, you might have a whole different goal, but you've made that agreement that keeps you, like, thinking about it and feeling bad whenever you're not going for it. So there's a lot of this whole subject, and I'm just naming a few ways because, like, there's plenty of things out there. I've literally met beings out there in the multiverse who were like, hey, should we come over and try out Earth, like, incarnate and start living? And I was like, I don't think so. Like, I've been here, I've seen people being suppressed, people are being, like, killed, and all kinds of, and I basically tell them of what it's like living on Earth. And they get weirded out, they get scared about Earth, and they don't want to come here. So this is, like, one type of beings that I meet. another type of beings, you're like, hey, I'm from Earth, and they're like, oh, poor you, and they like get so like sorry for you. They get like so crazy sorry for you. As in like, come here, let's hug you and let's give you some love because poor you, you've been through all the suffering on Earth. Like literally, it's crazy how they get. And to think like, okay, there are other beings that know about Earth and knows about beings on Earth and how we are treated, and they see us out there, they want to give us love and attention and everything, and basically just, I don't know, feel sorry for us, or they're like very sympathetic, because like they are not experiencing that kind of thing in their worlds. All the suffering and stuff, all this intense like pain and like negative feeling states, it's really enhanced on Earth. I'm not saying that there is none of that out in the multiverse, because as much as I'm telling that you will never, or like sort of, you will not experience that intensity, like on the multiverse, there are like lower realms, as in like Earth, and even lower, like hell or whatever you can imagine. So sure, if you get out and go somewhere wrong, where I've been accused of lying to people because I don't tell how bad it is in the multiverse. Sure, it's bad if you go really low. Like, to be clear, like really low, and just like everything you have here on Earth, just make it even worse 10 times or 1,000 times. Make that. And I'm being blamed for because people, like someone went really down exploring, having fun, got fucked over, and now like, hey, you're lying because I've experienced shit, I've been raped, I've been abused, I felt pain, and you are lying your ass off. Thank you. You went the wrong way, man. So, there's that. And by lower realms, I mean like, the more you lower your vibrations, the more you think about exploring negative things, as in what would it be like if I would make it like even go lower, or explore some even worse worlds than Earth. If you go exploring that way, what are you expecting to find? What kind of goodies? What kind of better experiences? Because it's not better if you're going even lower than that. So, yeah. So this is that. There's a lot of this subject, but like I'm interested in your opinion. Like, why do people come here on Earth? What might be your reason for coming here, and might be your relatives and all that. So, yeah. And if someone wants to know my reason, yeah, I've been asked like what kind of star I'm from, or what I did, why am I here on Earth and stuff. I consider myself to be more of a sentinel. I've been exploring the multiverse for billions of years, like really long time, and I have this sort of, I don't know, clear, like a clear recall or whatever. I can recall my past lives and what I did, and like, it's not like it's active all the time, but for me as a being, I'm a weirdo, because whatever I hear, read, see, or anything can literally trigger the past life experience. Like, I can like listen to a song, and there will be a phrase that I've heard in my past, and I literally will have flashes and stuff and recall my past life. So it's not like I'm seeing it all the time and I know it all. But it's more like it's here, all the boxes there, and I can tap into it at any time, and it happens like 24/7. Like, I hear people talk on the street, I hear a similar phrase or something, or the emotion, or the colors, and I literally will have my past life experiences triggering. So keeping that in mind, I'm for some reason able to confront that. All the negative stuff, all the good stuff, there's more negative than good. I sound like, well, more negative because like, for example, I can like, you get compliments from people, and you like, hey, you appreciate it and stuff, but someone will say something negative to you, and you will focus on that negative way more than on anything positive. This is like, perception and all this stuff. So I'm just thinking about, like, what I've meant is that there were like tons of good things that happened in my life, but a few traumatic incidents kind of like get more attention rather than the positive stuff. Which is why I feel like there's more negative stuff, because it's like, it's just so intense. As in, I really feel it. And even if I recall it right now, depending on how intense it is, I can literally start crying and like feel the pain, because for me it's not just like, oh, a nice memory. No, like, I relive it. I get back into that incident, I can look around and see everything, perceive everything, have my full consciousness there, hear things, see things, taste things, and all my senses are active there. So I'm a bit crazy in that way, which is why, like, I'm trying to suppress it in a way where I can only tap into it if I hear specific things and stuff, but it happens still too often, and I'm like I'm just able to confront the negative stuff that happened, all the traumas and stuff, which makes it easier and better. But I haven't gone into the full recall to sort of be able to recall it without feeling the negativity, and that's a challenge. So like I'm working on it every day, and me being a sentinel, what I've meant is that with all the experiences and what I've been through, I'm here to help out a few beings here on Earth that I'm targeting specifically. I found them, I have relationships with them, I'm trying to help them in every way I can, which is like why I'm stuck here as well. But yeah, if I can share some information, what I found out there and stuff, I like to bring it back and share it on YouTube or to anyone in person, and this is what I try to do. Like what I share is more of my personal experiences from out there, like beings I've met and experiences I've had and stuff. So, you know, this is just me and my stuff, but you don't have to necessarily believe everything. I might be just another weirdo to you who has a crazy opinion, and you might not agree with anything I say, and that's okay with me. Because I'm living my own life, I have my own truth, this is what I've experienced, this is what I've seen, and that's my thing. Like, so, yeah. So that's my stuff. I'm like just thinking of myself as a sentinel and trying to help out a few other beings, like a guardian or whatever. But yeah, you can perceive me in any kind of other way. So I should wrap it up because I'm repeating myself. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had something valuable out of it. I'm looking forward to hearing what you think, and I'm looking forward to writing back more comments, because like there's a lot. And I have like lots of sessions lately, but whenever I'm done, if there's a few like free minutes, I like to write back to people. Or if I see a comment that like, hey, that's a good one, I will make a video about it. So I'm doing that right now. So yeah, hope it was useful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.